some soft beats from another project I did, so I poured it in here and just added a bit more instead of wasting it, because now I've got 2 of these moulds, so I can do 8 of these soft bait lures at a time. So that's saved me a job there. I'll put that out the way. As you can see, I had to level this up as well. You must always level it up. That's one important thing. Make sure you level your moulds up. Now, as you can see, this has gone off. It's gone nice and hard. So what I've got to do now is take off the get the clay off and turn it upside down and peel the clay off, so it'll leave me just the mould, and then I'll have to build it back up again with some more. So I'll see you in a minute when I've done that. Right, as you can see, I've took the clay off. It's come out really well. It's come out really good, that mould has. But as you can see, it's got these that's a little bit of silicone we'll have to take off. But as you can see, it's got this mess of clay on the lure itself, and we've got to get that off and then build up the other side of the Lego. So it's another 3i this side, and then basically we've got to Vaseline so it doesn't stick, and then repeat as we did on part 1. So I'll get that done, and then I'll come back to you at that stage. I just don't want to bore you with sitting watching me scrape off clay off the mould, because it'd be boring to watch. Right, we've as you can see, we've took away the clay, we've built up the Legos, and now we're in reverse from what we were before. So now what we've got to do now is one important thing to do, and it's so easy to overlook, is Vaseline. Because if you put that silicone in without the Vaseline, then what's going to happen is you won't part them. You've just wasted all your money and time, because the silicone sticks to silicone like shit to a blanket basically. So do not forget your Vaseline. We've all done it. I mean, I've done it before where I've just started pour and I've realised that I forgot to put the Vaseline on, and believe me, it's no fun. It's no fun. It makes things way harder if you do that. I mean, like I say, it doesn't take long, but it's so easily to overlook, because especially, you know, if you've got young children and your wife shouts you or something as you're doing your job, or you're taking mind off whatever you're doing, you know, it's really easy to overlook it. The reason I'm doing the Legos is, like I said before, is it's all about stopping the silicone leaking through the bricks. I don't put sellotape on. I don't like sellotape on the outside of my bricks. I like just fill it in with a bit of Vaseline. If your bricks get too caked up with Vaseline, then what I usually do is I put them in the dishwasher in a basket, and the dishwasher washes them all clean, gets rid of it. But you haven't got to go mad with the Vaseline, you know, as long as you give everything a cover of Vaseline, that's enough. You know, especially these, I don't know, little knobs, whatever they are now, little ohming pegs for, you know, location pegs, just to say, for locate the other side of the mould. You know, make sure you've got them. But like I say, every bit of that blue silicone is a must to cover, because you just won't separate it very well, you know, if you miss any areas. So once that's nice and done, see, that didn't take too long. Once that's done, I don't Vaseline the fish at all. Make sure the fish is as clean as possible. And that's that. There's a bit of clay there. Make sure there's no clay on your fish. Make sure your fish is nice and clean, the cleanest you possibly get it, because you want, you know, you spent your money, you want a good mould. Believe me, that will come out well. That really will come out well. Now what I could have done as well, I could have cut vents in, but I'll cut vents in myself. Sometimes just as easy to cut a vent in as it is to place vents in. I've learnt that one. So what we'll do now is important again. We will go into levelling mould on the tray. Just let me get the tray. So here we go. One tray. Now my blocks are nice and straight on this. Oh, that's spot on straight away. It's off that way. Does that look on? Yeah, that's spot on. That's spot on. This is spot on, that is. Yep, that'll do nicely. So there we go. So what I'm going to do now is mix some silicone up, and I'll see you when I've mixed the silicone up. Right, so now I've mixed the silicone. And I'm just going to get the stirrer as from before. Give it a good stir up. I haven't put as much silicone in this time, because we were 90 grams too much last time. But I'll show you the mould I did with that. So I like giving it a good stir, get that silicone mixed up well, and it goes off better. You don't end up with no patches what I've gone off. I mean, people like to say don't use a stirrer. Nah, not with this stuff. I've never ever had any trouble with bubbles. Never. This BB Dino stuff is really good. Might not be the cheapest silicone out there, but it's really good. And it's you can use this for food. It's that good. That'll do nicely. Take that off. By the way, these little stirrers, if you want one, they're off Amazon. You know, weren't very dear. Weren't very dear at all. So now we look at the mould. We've got the bricks in. We've got the Vaseline in. So we're all ready to pour. And here we go. So what I do first, just cover the fish first. Just get it on the fish, over the fish. So I'll cover that fish for a bit. There we go. Like I say, what I like about this stuff, it's just amazing how it gets rid of all them bubbles. You know, you don't end up with no bubbles. It looks like we've done a lot better this time measuring our silicone. I could mix a little bit more if I wanted to, but that's plenty, to be honest with you. You don't need to go mad. I'll scrape that in a minute. I don't like waste. That's one thing I don't like, is waste. So scrape get a nice one of these flat. In fact, these come with the silicone, the BB Dino silicone. These come with it, these spatulas. So you know, it's surprising how much you'd leave in your tub. Let's get it all out. And I'll show you the other mould in a minute. I'll pull the fish out the other mould. I don't think I'll get the container back because it'll be that hard to get off. I'll just cut it anyway. But as you can see, there's plenty in there now. It's not that far off. It's only about 4 mil off the top, if that. I'll scrape it out. Scrape it all out. You've paid for it, use it. Don't waste it. It's expensive stuff. It's the most expensive stuff to buy for making your lures is your silicone. Especially if you use a decent silicone. Don't buy cheap silicons. You want something that's going to capture all the detail on fish, if that's what you're after. I'm not one of these people who believe that all these baits made with all the scales on attract fish better and all that. No, I think that's just out for catch the angler, because a pike or a fish hunting predator hasn't got time to look if it's got scales on it. It just flashes past the fish and it'll strike it. You know, yes, they look nice to the eye for the anglers, but I think that's about it. You know, you can do a good paint job on them, I must admit, but like I say, that's it. So that's it now. We've poured the silicone. We've got to wait for that dry. Hopefully then it'll split open, and then when we go to actually making the fish, I'll show you where well, I'll tell you where to get me stuff from, and you'll see how I mix it. Now, I'm lucky, I don't live far from the actual place. I know there's a guy in Denmark, he has his stuff from there, but I'm lucky I only live about 15 minutes down the road, so if I want supplies I can easily go fetch it the next day or whatever. But I don't usually run out like that. I usually stock up pretty well, but you know, if I need anything I can go fetch it. And so we'll have a look at that when I actually make the other video. Now let's go back to this mould. As you can see, this is going off. You can see how clear it's. Look how clear it's gone. Like bubble wise, there's nothing there. It's really, really good. Like I say, I've got a vacuum, as you'll see later on when I go on to doing soft baits. But I'll be honest with you, I don't need the vacuum to do this. I really don't. I'm just trying it. That's it. Get the scissors in there. As you can see, the mould's there. That's better. I'll pop that out. And there you go, out pop the lures. So these are for my soft baits. These are a little shad. I've already got a mould of this done, so this will give me 8. Because on little baits, it's a pain in the arse. You want more moulds so you can pour more baits at a time, because otherwise you just end up eating a lot of microwave up. You know, you're constantly eating your plastic up and up all the time. It's not really good doing it like that. I mean, I just want to do certain colours and then move on. You know, so I don't want to spend time just doing, you know, if you got a mould, say with one of these, it'd take you ages and a lot of electricity just eating up your mic all the time just for one mould at a time, you know, one fish at a time. So you don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this mould up now. All I'm going to do is get all this off. I won't bore you, and then I'll come back and show you the mould when it's cleaned up. See you in a bit. There you are, everyone. You can see how the mould's come out. I've just washed it. That's the mould. So I've got a nice 4 shad mould there, and this is the shad itself. So that's the one. That's the shad, which goes in that mould, as you can see. So that's all done. So instead of wasting that silicone, I did put it to good use. Like I say, it's expensive stuff. I don't like waste. I hate wasting materials if I can, because they're so expensive. But now I can make absolutely hundreds and hundreds of fish, soft baits with that mould. You know, look after the mould. It's a good stuff. I've got moulds I've used, and still going strong now. It's a good silicone. I really do like it. All you got to do is, like I say, pull these bits off as well. But it's a really good silicone, this BB Dino stuff. So you know, I've used some different silicones, and for the money, I really like the product. So you know, if you like something, you stick with it. Why change? That's my motto. So anyway, next time we come to this, it'll be actually undoing that mould, getting the fish out, and then the lure out, and then we'll be going on to actually making a copy of that lure, and how I do it, and which is the best stuff. And like I say, the stuff I use is Easy Composites. Now Easy Composites are located in England, Stoke-on-Trent, and that will get you all your supplies you need from there. So even when it comes to making whopper ploppers with a tail that the pike can smash and it won't even break the tail, it's just as strong as the original one. So we'll go from there. So anyway, I don't want to ramble too much, so it's goodbye for now, and we'll catch you for when we're actually making the lure on Channel Waterwolf. So I'll see you for now. Bye bye. Hello everyone, welcome back. Well, the mould's gone nice and hard now, so it's time to get the bricks off, and let's see what we've got. This is the best part about making moulds. It's like Christmas Day. Can't wait to see how your moulds come out. Like I say, take your time, do it properly. You should end up with a good mould. And hopefully we shouldn't take too long to get the bricks off. I'll try to do it a quick way. Loosen it up. There we go, loosen that. You know, I've cut the top of that because the access is stuck to the bricks there. I'll slice that off. That's it. That should come away now. There we go. There we go, one mould. Just let me get rid of these Lego bricks and put them back in the box. It'll take 2 seconds doing that. There we go. Right, we'll tidy this mould up in a sec. I've got a nice little, what's it, chamfer, I don't know what they call it. It's a little tool that does the edges and trims the edges of your mould up really nice. By the way, this comes with the silicone as well. You get one of these. I've got quite a few of these because you get one with every silicone you buy. So, but it makes your moulds really good as well. It puts a nice edge on them. It does. I can feel that Vaseline on the edge of the mould, so you'll get that off in a minute. Tidy it up. There we go. We got all the edges. Yeah, I think we've done them all. Yeah. All done. Put this bit of silicone aside there. I'm just going to spray a bit of isopropyl alcohol on that. Get rid of the Vaseline a bit. Just break that Vaseline down. Let me get a cloth. Over an old towel. Come in with an old towel, give it a good wipe. Should hopefully get some of that stickiness of that Vaseline off. Just keep giving it a good rub, it should get most of that off. It's only stop it getting on your hands. It's not covered in Vaseline. Right, there we go. Time for the big reveal. See if it comes apart good. Not too bad. A little bit of stick there. Not much. There we go. Yeah, it's just stuck through that eye. Perfect. Look at the detail in that. He's picked up all the lines of these gills perfect. That's come out really. Let's pop the layer out. Come on, go out. We slit that with I've got this little blade, very fine blade. Slit that with that thing. There we go. Perfect. This is a very, very fine sharp blade I use. Small blade. So now we've got the mould. We can clean this up. In fact, I think I will. I'll give it a little clean. Some isopropyl alcohol. Give that a clean up as well. What I usually do is take it to the sink and get some dishwashing liquid on. Take all the grease off, you know, because you don't want that on. So I usually wash my moulds out well. I'll just get some of it off with this isopropyl alcohol. Clean it up. Very quick clean. There we go. Isopropyl alcohol everywhere. There you go. And there's your mould. Lovely, perfect mould. I'll try and get you a close up of that mould. I don't know how well that's coming out. See if it'll focus on the mould. Come on, focus on the mould. Focus. I don't know. There's one plate, must be the light. Anyway, that's the mould, perfect. If you get the fish, there you go. Look, fits nice and snug in there. So that's come out really, really good. Should give us some nice sharp lines. What I'll have to do is just cut a vent hole in here, and I'll put some vent holes here and here to let some air out as I fill the mould up. But apart from that, that mould's perfect. And that's how easy it is, guys. Look, it goes together lovely. That's how easy it is to make a mould or copy a mould of your favourite fish. Now, this is covered in grease, and we can clean this layer up with the alcohol as well. So what I do with this now, I'll save this this lure, won't bother fish with it at all. I'll just put the hooks back on it, put it in the box, and just leave it there for a rainy day if I ever need it. I'll put the eyes back in it, but if I ever need it for ever doing new mould, which how many fish I'll make with myself, I doubt it. I think this mould will last me a long time for how many fish I'll need. Like I say, with this being a lure of a manufacturer, I won't sell this lure because, you know, for one, it's against the law, and two, it's wrong. I wouldn't do that, but just for self use, well, I'll make as many as I want for my self use, because to be honest with you, I have had one of these from you years and years ago. Oh, I'm going back about when I mean, this is the version 2. When the version 1s were out of this, when they first come out, I can remember buying one, and I think I had 2 pike on it, and then all of a sudden it started pissing in water. So that was like a nice 15-17 quid down the pan. Where now the ones I make, when we get round to making them, which will be the next video I'm going to put up, that you'll see just how strong they are against this. Well, I'll be honest with you, I don't think they're worth the money. I mean, they're 2 halves of plastic glued together, and that's about it really. I mean, even the paint job's thin on them. But you know, it is what it is. That's lures for you. You know, the fishing industry. I've actually worked in a tackle shop. The fishing industry is one of the biggest rip-offs going, as far as markup's concerned. But you know, that's life, sort of thing. It is what it is. So anyway, I'm glad you've stuck around. The lures come out. The mould's absolutely perfect. It's so smooth. It's unreal. So next video I'll do, like I say, I'm going to get this back in its box. I'm going to make the cut the bits out I've got to do on this mould, finish it off. I shall do that off camera, and then the next one will be making the lure. It'll come out something like this one. This is a lure I've made. This is virtually ready for paint. It's got a rattle in it. It's already weighted up, this one is, and this is strong as anything. I could run over that in a car, it wouldn't break. It could break the lip, I'll be honest with you, but it wouldn't damage the lure on this one. On this stuff would not crush. So, and that's how I make these fish out of the same stuff as well, the same plastic. So I'll see you in the next video. So from me, Tight Lines, see you soon. Well, unfortunately, I lost some footage where I was making the lure, and for come out the mould and for show you the fish, and the camera had cut off and I hadn't realised. So what I'm going to do is make it again, but make it so you can see how you make one once you've got that weight. You know, once you've actually weighed the fish sinking, and you know where put the weight in the lure. So what I've done now is, as you can see, I've put the wire in, which it's easy bend the wire. It's not hard at all. And then I've put the weight in. Look, and all I've done is got a piece of lead, 5.1 grams, bent it over the wire and squoze it. I want it away from the lure at the bottom, but I don't want it high up in the lure, so that's perfect where I want it. And I'm going to put a ball bearing in as well. So what I'm going to do now is mix up the polyurethane plastic. Just weigh this pot, and we want 19 grams of each. So we'll go 19. That's fine. Now before I put the other in, what I'll do, I'll put the mould together, because last time I was videoing it I had to race to put the mould together. Just let me find me bits of plastic. Never put them bits of plastic, do you? Right, so I'm going to put them all together now, and then we'll carry on. So it's not hard at all, like I say, nice bit of acrylic. It's good for your moulds. Any cut offs, save it and make mould plates where you can use it for your moulds. I'm in a bit drunk. Get on. There we go. That's all we got to do. Right, we've got 19 in there. Let's tear that. Put 19 of this in. And then we want 3.8 of the microspheres. That will do nicely. Put that back in the box. Seal them up, I don't want them getting everywhere. And then just give it a good stir up. That's it. Get the sides, give it a good stir. Get them microspheres well mixed in. Get the two pots blended well. Like I say, with a good 60 seconds, give it a real good stir. It's a shame I lost the footage actually, but unfortunately it is what it is. So give that a good stir, and like I say, once this is done, we will. It's heating up already. This is. Once this is done, we will make the chamber for the rattle. So pour it in. You can lift it up as well while you pour it in. Just get any air coming up from the bottom of the lure. I do give it a little squeeze anyway. There we go. Perfect. Give it a little squeeze. Tilt it that way a bit. Make sure there's no air. You can vibrate it if you want till it stops. Make sure there's no air in it. Quite easy really. Once you get used to it, you can really knock them out quick. Like I say, this goes off pretty quick. I could make 10 of these quite easily. No worries, like, you know, you can see it now going off, see it setting. It's gone like it, look, it's the plastic, it's actually going that fast now, look, it's going off. And that's it really. So what I'm going to do is, while that's drying, I'm going to get 2 little bits of this silver foil, 2 slivers like that, and then I've already cut out with me lid this already cut out like with a tuna can lid. All I do is get a drill bit, hold it with pliers, don't hold it with your fingers, just slice your fingers off if that spins, and then drill it out, just drill the size out you want. And what I'm going to do is just put, the reason I'm putting foil on just because of that hole there, that's all it's for, to block that hole up. And I hate this stuff because I can never get the bloody things, just find the edge of it. It's a pain in the neck. I should have put my glasses on really, because I certainly ain't as young as I used to be. That's fine, yeah, make me look as shit on camera. There we go. Yeah, if I give this to my son he'd find it in seconds. Of course I'm going on a bit, like I say, my glasses are downstairs so I don't feel like you fetch them. Anyway, we've got that corner. Rip the foil off. Stick that on. I could have put it in the centre, couldn't I? Stick that on like so. Just fold it over. Fold it over again. That's enough. Don't want loads on there. And just roll it around like so. That's it. That's one done. That's the hole sealed on that one. And let's get another piece of tape. Looks like I'm going to do this one faster with me nail. It's crazy. I've got it. Can I bloody just grab that piece of paper there? What the hell's happened here? Come on. Little shit. There we go. That's it, just stick it on, fold it over it, that'll do fine. Fold it all up, crush it up nice and tight. There you are, that'll stop any liquid seeping in the hole. That's what you don't want, else your rattle chamber won't work at all, or you won't have much rattle, and that's for sure. Right, so then we're done. Put this in the bin. Put my scissors on there in a moment. Well, that liquid can go out the way now. That can go out the way now. This pot is red hot. You need it cracking from the other day when I made one. And then that's gone hard. That has, it still won't be 100% solid till about a good 12-24 hours. It'll be really rock hard, but it'll be hard enough to carry on with. Right, so then with them done, I put them to the side, and then I feel that, yeah, I'll just put that drill over there, get my hacksaw ready, and we'll undo this. So this is all, like I say, real time. And there you go, there's your fish. It's red hot because the stuff's still curing. It's really hot. You won't hold that with your hand, I guarantee. You will not hold that with your hand, it's that hot. It's come out well. As you can see, the lead's in the fish. There's no problem with you know, you've got no drilling doing anything like that. All you got to do is the drilling for the rattle chamber, and just a bit of trimming here and there. Put the layer together, put that to one side, over there, and that's that. So what I'm going to do, like I said, don't pull them off. Don't pull them off as you'll make an hole. Cut them with a nice sharp knife, because all you'll do is, with it being soft, you'll pull it, and sometimes you can make an hole, and that's what you don't want. That's what you don't want at all. I could probably cut that with a knife, but I never do. I always use the hacksaw for it. I prefer it. With it being soft, it'll cut nice anyway. Well, you saw that in real time, how long it took to make a lure with the wiring, the weight in, and cure from pouring the stuff. It's really fast. Like I say, all you got to do now is just in fact, I could do with my little knife on this. Where's my little knife? There we go. Give me my little blade. It's a lot easier actually. Just get the plastic off there. Eyes. You'll have to excuse me, I'm not used to doing videos. It is my first one, so you know, you'll have to excuse me for pausing, because sometimes I'm trying to think of what things are called and it just sort of vanishes out your brain when you're getting older. A bloody brain fog all the time. You can see the thing, but you can't think what it's called sometimes. There you go. Sand that. Look at that. That's it. It's as quick as that. And all we're going to do now is sand that nice, and we'll be ready for put the rattle chamber in. So let me get some sandpaper. Now we've got a rough, there we go. So all we're going to do now is shape this. This stuff sands mint as well. It really does sand well. This is a really thick grit at the moment. This is like, I make these little sanding sticks. The sticks what come with the silicone mould with the BB Dino stuff. I use them and make little files. They're really good. They're a bit like a lady's finger file, but they help you shape the stuff really good. And this one's rough, like I say, so it'll knock off a lot of this stuff really fast. I hope my sanding anyway, it's relaxing to see what you've made, and there we go. Some through what's there. Get some finer stuff now. That stuff's a bit too fine. Where's me? That's the stuff. I mean, this is something you can do in the evening, you know, when you finish work, and you know, you're instead of sitting there watching the tally, because there's nothing on the tally. Everything what comes on the tally, you've usually seen it about 10 times, you know, and you get sick of watching the tally. Or if you know, winter evenings where you know you've got nothing to do, you're bored, you can't go fishing or something like that, make yourself some lures. And there you go, sanded in, nice. You know, just take your time. That's it, that's done. That's lovely. Right, what I'm going to do now, there we go, we're all done. What I'm going to do now is rough this layer up, because this is that smooth. You know, I want paint stick to it, I want the epoxy stick to it, or even if I do foil it or whatever, I want it stick to it, and this is just too smooth. So I'm just going to get some sandpaper and rough it up all over it. I mean, don't sand it, just lightly, you know, rough it up. You haven't got to go mental, you know, just scratch it sort of thing. You're just scratching it. That's all you're doing, scratching the surface, you know, because like I say, I want the paint to stick. Just take that shine off. Nice and light over the gills. That's it. Don't want to sand them down. Just want to put a light scratch all over them. Hardly putting any pressure on the sandpaper. Just letting it. There you are. It's knocked the sheen off it. Look. Knock the sheen right down. That's what you want. And that is ready for the sorry, that's ready for the rattle, and we'll get that done now. So what I'll do, I'll just give you a little bit noisy. I'm just going to get this dust out of my way, because I don't like too much of it around, because it seems to get everywhere. Give us me stick back. Right, so now we've done that, we're going to get the ball bearing, which is one of those ball bearings. We'll just put that on there for now. I've got all different size ball bearings, and what we're going to do is put the weight in there, and I'm going to drill in, not all the way through. There we go. We put a little drill in. Where's my little drill? Could I use that one? I suppose I could. Could use that one. Let's go all the way through. Let's go all the way. There we go, just coming through. We've gone all the way through the layer. And then what we want to do now is only go so far in, so we make a little lip for the bit bigger hole than I wanted really, but let's go so far. Yeah, always a little bit, that'll be fine. I should have used a little drill. That along. Now if you can see, I've just made a little lip in that, see, only gone in so far and so far that side, because when I put the little round things we made with the foil on, the out the tin, it'll sit in there, otherwise it'll go right through, and we don't want that. So I'm going to get this drill now, which it's a little bit big. See how big that getting a little bit big, but no, that will be the one. Just got to be steady when I drill it. There we go. Just excuse me again while I just get the hoover back on. Now we're going to get 2 pieces of tape, stick. If it won't stick, it's probably because it's got bloody dust on, but sometimes I just wipe it with a bit of alcohol. It'll do. Right, so we get the wood filler. So let me knock that off. It should come off, that should I say. That'll do. I'll pop the top off the wood filler. Like I say, when you get to this point, you wouldn't do one. I'd do them in tens, like. That's how I do them. I do so many. That's enough fillet. I do them in tens because you know, if you're getting your filler out, you're better off doing them loads at a time. But don't mix all your filler at once, because it'll catch you out and you'll end up wasting filler, because it'll just go off on you. All I do is, when I do them in tens, I do one side of the fish and then I do the other side of the fish. Right, so there we go. Now I'm going to put the, as you can see, that sits in there nice, like so, look. Then we get the ball bearing, put the ball bearing in, and then put the other side in. And it should, hopefully, get in there. That's it. And hopefully we should able to do both sides of this with the one lot of filler. Don't turn it over fast so the ball bearing knocks the hole. So don't worry about if it's a bit lumpy. You know, you're better off putting enough on and filling the hole than not filling the hole. That's it. That's all we need. So what I'm going to do now, is just stand that up a sec. That's why the filler goes off. And it's going now. We've just done it. It's going. Look, if you look at this, if you look at this now, it's told you it goes off ever so quick. We've just done that one. I mean, you get. That's why I say do one side. If you did one side, you could probably do three layers quick. If you, the more you're used to it, the more you get used to the using the stuff, you know. It's not hard, it's just learning how the stuff works. That's gone now. That's gone like it's a bit like stiff jelly at the minute. But if you look at the lure, you can hear the roll. But all we got to do now is sand that, and that lure is complete. That lure is ready for wiping down with alcohol. I'll show you the one we originally made from the video. That's the one we originally made, look, and that's on me me little spinner which I paint with. Now this wasn't my idea actually. There's a guy on YouTube, he's a really nice guy, and he's the one who has stuff from Easy Composites as well, and I don't know if you've seen his channel, but he's called Splish Splash. And if you go over to Splish Splash and watch some of his videos, he's got some really good videos on there. He's a nice guy, and he's Danish. His English is very good actually. He's quite funny, and you know, he's got a lot of good videos on there, what lanes you make lures and stuff. And it's the same, he uses the same stuff, but that's where I got this idea from, because he's dead handy like that. When you're spraying, you can move the lure all over to spray it while you're keeping me hand still with the spray. I can actually sometimes just, instead of moving the gun, I can actually move the lure like that as I'm spraying as well. So it's a really good idea, and it's not hard to make. It's just a bit of aluminium tube full of the same stuff, look, I've made the fish out of, so it holds the screw in the top, and that's it really. Nothing to it, no rocket science, but it's a good idea. And that's that. So now that's gone off, I'm trying, as I say, I'm recording in real time. It's nearly there, that is. We'll just have a quick little tidy up. Like I say, it's nearly there. So yeah, let's have a little sand, see how we go on. Yeah, it'll sand. It's good stuff. I really like it. I get it off Amazon. I don't know if the other video caught it because it cut out, but I get it off Amazon, and just wait till it's in the sale. I buy usually 2 big ones, but that's my second one of the ones I bought last time. And you know, it depends how many lures you're going to do. If you're going to do a lot of lures, obviously it's better off getting your stuff in bulk. It works out that little bit cheaper, you know. And like I say, Amazon do have, as you know, Amazon do have a lot of sales on, so you know, if you bought it before, it'll pop up and say, you know, your offer's on this and that. And I have loads of offer on the silicone after a bit of buying the BB Dino stuff. I have loads of offers flying up, but it's gone down in price. I say it's still a bit soft really. I should let go off a bit more, so I'm going to switch to a finer sandpaper in a minute. Not too bad. Anyway, it's coming on. One side nearly done. That's not bad actually, that'll do for that side. At the moment anyway. Back on this side. It's alright, I'm sanding a bit quicker than I normally do because or I should say I'm going at it quicker than I normally do because I don't know how much battery's left in this camera, because I've just loaded everything up to the PC, and that's how I realised the footage had gone, which I wasn't very happy about, but it's let you see me making a lure in real time once he's done, because like I say, we balanced. I just took it to I've got a fish tank, no fish in there, it's just a little fish tank I use, carry it in the bathroom and weigh the lures up. And that's what I used. Then come back, like I say, once you know the weight of the lure, you've got it. and just stick to everything. Don't change nothing. Don't position the weight anywhere different, because it'll affect the tip of the lure, you know. I mean, that sits with me perfect, and when I put my rig on for the pike, it's going to slightly tip it down, which is, and it sinks about that speed, no, a bit faster, say about that speed it sinks nice. But if you want it sinking faster, that's where you start playing with different weights, obviously, you know. It's you making your lures, you can do what you want. That's the best thing about it, you know. You can experiment. I mean, I can remember when these first come out, I actually cut one of these in half, and I had one with an hinge in the middle, and it works well actually if you do it right, if you balance it right. It works really good. And I actually put on here, I actually put a curly tail on one of them, and the company, I did that before the company come out with their version of the curly tail on this lure. And yeah, so you can do what you want. That's the best thing about making your own lures, your own colours, your own weights. Mess about with a lure, favourite lure, you can change it and think, you know, if you have an idea, go for it. Don't think, oh, it's not going to work, because it could work really, really good. You know, just try one. Go out when you go fishing, or just go down to your local pond and test how it works on the water. You know, in this stage before you paint it, because you can still come back, clean it up and use it, you know, paint it. Well, there we go. Now the rattle's in, as you can hear. It sounds different actually when you've got the epoxy on. It sounds a lot louder, but that's how I like it. So when I jerk it in the water, I get that sort of sound, and that's it. That's that. Where's my knife? Because I've noticed in that eye there, there's just a little bit more plastic to take out, not much. Yeah, just there. That's perfect. That's perfect, and there you go. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. You can do what you want with it. Make sure you use the same wire. I get my wire off of Amazon. In fact, I get a lot of my stuff off Amazon, be honest with you, except for the materials to make the fish. I do get a lot of stuff off Amazon. So there we go. Nice lure, solid. You can run over that with your car and I guarantee it won't break. Probably punch your tyre somehow if that metal went in, but it won't break, and I guarantee the original one will be in a load of 1,000 bits for your pickup. So, you know, go and knock yourself out, go and make yourself some lures and enjoy yourself, and you never know, you might get into it and you might earn yourself a little bit of money from it. So that's it for this part of the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. So bye bye for now.